everybody. Alright, I started the day off today at 275 miles. I'm now at 536, so that's probably about 261 miles or so. Today was a leisurely paced ride. Let me tell you a few of the cons. I'll call it pros and cons, my first impressions of what I'm noticing on this bike. Number one, I tried the cruise control. It works great. Very similar to what's on my Tono. The little joystick looks flimsy, but actually works a lot better than how it functions on the Tono. So I'm happy with that. The menu buttons, all pretty easy to use. Over here, the modes for the 4 riding modes, also that button, pretty easy to use. And then start here. Power. As I said before, it has plenty of power, even as low as around 3,000 RPM, even in 5th gear, 3,000 RPM, and it still pulls. The windscreen, something that I noticed in the highest setting, which I have on the highest setting right now, I noticed it created, along with the fins, when the fins are out, I tried it in rain mode, and when the fins are out, it created this bubble, which was really nice to be inside that bubble. Now, I have felt that before, for example, on a 2015 Kawasaki Versys, a 2013 Ducati Hyperstrada, and then a 2015 Ducati Hypermotard. At different points, they fitted tall windscreens on them, and I felt that same effect, like a bubble, like I was riding in this bubble, which really felt great. So I do believe those fins, it may be that placebo effect, I don't know, but the fins, they really do divert the airflow around the rider. The quick shifter, it continues to get better. It's buttery smooth at going into 4th, 5th, and 6th. And I did notice that going into 2nd and 3rd at low revs, low speed, is much smoother. It is I'll say it's abrupt if you do that at low speeds and low revs, but it is smoother after riding for, let's say, 25 to 50 miles. After some time of riding, then if you do it at that point, it is actually a lot smoother. I haven't had any false neutrals when shifting, and for comparison, today's Sunday, March the 12th, yesterday, Saturday, March the 11th, I took out my Brutali RC, and I had a couple of false neutrals. So just to give you a comparison, I haven't had any false neutrals on this V100 at 500 and something miles already. Some of the cons, these are picky little things, but the grips, I guess one of the drawbacks of having heated grips is that the grips are a lot thicker. I noticed that I got tired after a while of riding because they are fatter than what I'm used to. Also, the throttle, it's very tightly sprung, so after some time my hands started getting tired. So maybe, as with everything else, as time goes on, it will loosen up. The heated grips, they're not as hot as I would have expected. On level 2 actually felt hotter. I'm sorry, level 1 felt hotter to me than level 2, and then level 3 was okay, but I would have expected level 3 to be really hot. Just comparing it to heated gloves that I've worn in the past, level 3 on the gloves that have the settings is really hot. I usually have to take it down to 2 or 1, or sometimes even turn them off. So I was a bit disappointed in the heated seats. Again, maybe they'll get better as time goes on. Some have commented that the heated grips have been too hot for them. Others have said that they're not hot enough. So I don't know. Maybe there's some differences with the quality control. And just again, to give you some background, when I tried the heated grips, I was going about 80 miles an hour. It got down to about 69 degrees at that point. And I had them on for about 15-20 minutes. The tire pressure monitor, something's up with that. Maybe it just needs to adjust itself over time. The first ride a few days ago, the front wasn't registering until about I had a few miles. After riding a few miles, then it registered. And today it was the rear. The rear tire was not registering until about 5 miles or so. It took a little while, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. And then the last thing here I'll mention, the gold wheels. Yeah, I missed that. It was, as many people have mentioned, when the pictures of the V100 started coming out, the wheels were gold and now they're black. Well, bummer. I also noticed that the first couple of pictures showed the header covers as being black. Now they're silver colored, almost goldish. But I guess the black would have damaged a lot easier. It would have gotten chips or stains, so maybe this is better with the silver or gold. And then the last thing I want to mention is the wheel. Look at this wheel. MV Agusta is known for art, but look at this wheel. I don't know how much will come out through this video, but this is art. Wow, this is a nice wheel. So, in summary, I'm at 536 miles or so. What do I think about this thing? Ooh, it's like a, I would say, and I think one of the reviews I read said this. It's an it's a Moto Guzzi Tono. It really is. It is powerful, not as powerful as a Tono, way more comfortable. But it really does feel like a Tono in character. That exhaust, oh man, that sounds good. It's got all these little pops and crackles. I described it as somebody shooting with a little BB gun, shooting some tin cans. At every deceleration and downshift, it just pings, clunk, 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 clunk. It's kind of subtle, but it does it, and it just gives you a smile. Anyway, I just got back from my ride, and hope you have a good day. Bye.